Good morning, students. So, in the previous class, we discussed regarding the preparation methods of alcohols and what type of chemical properties are shown by alcohols. See, alcohols mainly use three types of properties. They are the reactions involving cleavage of OH bond and the reactions involving cleavage of COH bond and the reactions involving the cleavage of both alkyl and hydroxyl groups. Now, let us come to the first one, reactions involving cleavage of OH bond. In that, the first one is a reaction with metals. The first one is reaction with metals. So, if we take alcohol ROH. So, when alcohol is allowed to react with the active metals like sodium, then sodium displaces hydrogen. Then you can get RONA plus half H2. Means here sodium metal displaces hydrogen. Volume తగ్గించారు. ఈ వాల్యూమ్ రెడీ చేసి పేపర్ తీసి. So RONA plus half H2. Let us say one more example. An example I'll take for this. CH3 CH2OH, which is ethyl alcohol, and that ethyl alcohol on reaction with sodium metal, it forms CH3 CH2ONA plus half H2, which is nothing but known as sodium ethoxide. This is sodium ethoxide. So ethyl alcohol reacts with the sodium metal and displaces hydrogen, and the product formed here is sodium ethoxide. So if you observe here, this reaction indicates the acidic nature of alcohols. As you know, metals react with certain compound and displaces hydrogen, means that indicates the acidic nature of that compound. As you know very well, metals react with the dilute acids and displaces hydrogen. Similarly, here sodium metal react with ethyl alcohol and displaces hydrogen gas. This indicates that alcohols are acidic in nature. Let us say one more example. CH3 CH CH3OH. This is nothing but isopropyl alcohol. This is isopropyl alcohol. When isopropyl alcohol is allowed to react with aluminum, what is the valence of aluminum? Valence of aluminum is 3. That means one aluminum atom can displace 3 hydrogen atoms, and then we can get CH3 CHO taken thrice Al plus 3/2 H2. So one aluminum can displace 3 hydrogens from 3 moles of isopropyl alcohol. This is isopropyl alcohol. So this is isopropyl alcohol. This isopropyl alcohol on reaction with aluminum displaces hydrogen gas, and we can get aluminum isopropoxide. The product formed here is aluminum isopropoxide. So here this reaction indicates both reactions. So both these two examples indicates that alcohols are acidic in nature. So the reaction involving cleavage of OH bond with the metals indicates the acidic nature of alcohol. So this is the first chemical property. So from these two reactions, we conclude that alcohols are acidic in nature. Yeah. What about acidic strength of alcohols, and what is the acidic nature of alcohols? Which alcohol is having less acidic nature? Which alcohols is having more acidic nature? On what factors it depends? Let us see now. See here, ROH plus B minus gives rise RO minus plus HB. So when a nucleophile, there is a B minus approaches, this is a conjugate base of acid HB, and when this approaches alcohol, a proton is transferred from alcohol to B minus to give a HB. Now in this reaction, what is the role of alcohol and what is the role of B minus? So here, this acts as an acid, nothing but this is a Bronsted acid, a proton donor is Bronsted acid, and this is a proton acceptor. So this is a Bronsted base. Alcohol is acid and B minus is base. Now, if acid loses a proton, the remaining species is nothing but called as a conjugate base. If a base acid proton, the species obtained is called as conjugate acid. ROH, RO minus, conjugate acid base pair. B minus HB, conjugate acid base pair. Now let us see one more equation. RO minus plus H2O gives rise ROH plus OH minus. Now in this reaction, which is acid, which is base? Here RO minus is a proton acceptor, so this is a base, this is a proton donor acid, this is the conjugate acid of RO minus alkoxide, and OH minus is the conjugate base of water. This is conjugate base. Now if you observe clearly both the equations, now let us see second equation here. What was given here? RO minus combines with water to form alcohol and liberate OH minus. Here backward reaction does not take place. Here forward reaction we have mentioned here. So from this reaction, what we will come to know is water is a stronger acid than alcohol. Suppose if alcohol is stronger acid than water, let us assume, then what should be happen? This alcohol should transfer a proton to OH minus to give this reaction. But what is happening here? RO minus, there is alkoxide accept a proton from water to give alcohol. That means this is a strong base than compared to this OH minus. This should be weak. As compared to R minus, OH minus is weak. So from this equation we come to know that water is a stronger acid than alcohol. Alkoxide is stronger base than OH minus. So if we are comparing the acidic strength of alcohol as well as water, water is stronger acid than compared to alcohols. The same we can express in terms of inductive effect also here. Water molecule is there. So the bond polarity of this, the acidic strength of water depends on bond polarity of OH bond, partial positive and partial negative. The same if you take alcohol, ROH. Now this alcohol, this is also partial negative, partial positive is there. This alkyl group is an electron releasing group. Since this alkyl group releases electrons towards oxygen, the bond polarity of OH bond decreases. That means the extent of partial positive charge here and here, if you compare, the positive charge is more here, less here. Since positive charge is more here, tendency to lose proton is more here than compared to here. So due to plus I effect of alkyl group in alcohols, the acidic strength of alcohols is less than water. That means the acidic strength of alcohol is less than the acidic strength of water. This is the order of acidic strength. As you know, according to Bronsted theory, A strong acid has weak conjugate base and a weak acid has stronger conjugate. Now, as alcohol is weak acid than water, then what is the order of conjugate basic strength? The conjugate basic strength is RO minus is greater than OH minus. This is the order of conjugate basic strength. So overall, from these two reactions, what we will come to know is alcohols are weaker acids than water. Alkoxide is a strong base than hydroxide. So this is regarding acidic nature of alcohols. Then what is the order of acidic nature for different types of alcohols? Let us see right now. Methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, propyl alcohol, and so on. Now here what happens? Here one carbon is there, two carbons are there, three carbons are there. As you know, as the number of carbon atoms increases, the electron donating effect of this alkyl group increases. That is plus I effect increases. As electron releasing effect of alkyl group increases, bond polarity of this OH bond decreases. As a result, acidic strength also decreases. So now, as plus I or as a electron donating effect increases, bond polarity of OH bond, what happens? Decreases. As bond polarity of OH bond decreases, acidic strength also decreases. So presence of electron releasing groups, that is electron donating groups. What are electron releasing groups are doing against plus I as well as plus R groups. The plus I groups and plus R groups are electron releasing groups. They releases electrons towards oxygen. As a result, bond polarity of OH bond decreases and hence acidic strength also decreases. This is one. Now let us take one more example, sir. Suppose with same number of carbons you have taken a branched chain compounds. For example, CH3, CH2. Now what is order here? First one greater than, second one greater than, and so on. Now here CH3, CH2, 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 OH. This is a N-butyl alcohol. Now CH3, CH, CH3, CH2OH. This is isobutyl alcohol. One more. Now this is a tertiary butyl alcohol. So N-butyl alcohol, isobutyl alcohol, tertiary butyl alcohol. Now among these three, which is more? Say as number of branches increases, acidic strength decreases. So with the same number of carbons, all these three compounds contains 4 carbon atoms only, but number of alkyl branches increases. As the number of alkyl branches increases, what happens? The plus I effect increases. As plus I effect increases, bond polarity of OH bond decreases. As bond polarity of OH bond decreases, automatically acidic strength also decreases. Now, first one is more acidic than second one is more acidic than third one. This is second case. Now, on to the third one. As electron withdrawing effect increases, opposite first case. As electron withdrawing effect increases, bond polarity of OH bond increases. As bond polarity increases, acidic strength increases. So as the number of withdrawing effect means as the withdrawing effect of the group present increases, as withdrawing effect increases, the OH bond polarity, see here, OH bond is there, here some group G is there. This is an electron withdrawing group. If this withdraws the electrons, then automatically OH electron pair is withdrawn towards oxygen. That means the bond polarity of this OH bond increases. H plus can be removed easily. So, as the withdrawing effect of the group attached to OH group or carbon increases, the bond polarity of this OH bond increases. As OH bond polarity increases, S distance increases. Right. So, let us take an example here. CH3, sorry, CH2OH. I'll take group here NO2. NO2 is an electron withdrawing group. Now, same methyl alcohol, one hydrogen replaced by CN. Same one more, CH2 ClOH, and then I'll take CH2HOH, methyl alcohol. Now, as you know, the order of inductive effect is NO2 is greater than CN is greater than Cl. Here no inductive effect. CH bond does not show any inductive effect. So withdrawing effect is more for here for NO2. So this withdraws the electrons towards it strongly. As a result, this withdraws the sigma electrons in this direction. OH electron pair is attracted towards H. Then H plus can be removed easily. That means S distance is more. More the withdrawing effect, more is the tendency to release proton. That is, more is the S distance of alcohols. So first one is stronger than second one is stronger than third one. Next, one more condition. As number of electron withdrawing groups, as number of electron withdrawing groups increases, same bond polarity of OH bond increases, same S distance increases. Now take the same example with small changes. See, ClClClOH, trichloromethanol. Next, HCClClOH, dichloromethanol. Next, CH2ClOH and then CH3OH. Now among these four compounds, which is more acidic in nature? So here there are 3 electron withdrawing groups. Here there is only 2 electron withdrawing groups. Here 1 electron withdrawing group is there. Here there is no withdrawing group. Since more number of electron withdrawing groups are there, bond polarity of OH bond is more here. That's why S distance of trichloro is greater than, dichloro is greater than, chloro is greater than methyl alcohol. This is another example. Now one more. As distance of electron withdrawing group increases, then S distance decreases. As the distance of the electron withdrawing group increases, its withdrawing effect decreases. As withdrawing effect decreases, S distance also decreases. Let us take an example here. CH3, CH2, CHClOH. This is a compound. Nothing but 1-chloropropanol. This is one more. CH3, CHCl, CH2OH. This is 2-chloropropanol, and then CH2, this is CH2Cl, CH2OH. This is a 3-chloropropanol. 1-chloropropanol, 2-chloropropanol, 3-chloropropanol. 1, 2, 3 means the distance of chlorine from the OH group increases. As the distance of chlorine from the OH group increases, the withdrawing effect also decreases. As withdrawing effect decreases, S distance also decreases. That means first one is more acidic than second one is more acidic than third one. So this is regarding the order of S distance of alcohols under different cases. Let us see once again the same. As the electron donating effect increases, that is, as the electron releasing effect increases, the bond polarity of the OH bond decreases. As bond polarity of OH bond decreases, tendency to release proton also decreases, hence acidic strength decreases. Simply, as the number of carbon atoms in the alcohol increases, electron donating effect increases, hence acidic strength decreases. Methyl alcohol is greater than ethyl alcohol is greater than propyl alcohol, and so on. Okay, next. With the same number of carbon atoms, as the number of branches increases, electron donating effect increases, that is plus I effect increases. As plus I effect increases, acidic strength of alcohols decreases. So here N-butyl alcohol, isobutyl alcohol, tertiary butyl alcohol, number of branches increasing. Here one branch is there, here two branches are there. So the acidic strength of alcohol decreases. Next, third case, exactly opposite to first and second case. As the electron withdrawing effect increases, that is as minus I effect or minus R effect increases, the bond polarity of this OH bond further increases, and hence acidic strength increases. There is the tendency to release proton increases. What is the order of I effect among these three groups mentioned here? NO2 greater than, CN greater than, Cl. So first greater than, second greater than, third greater than. CH bond has no inductive effect, no releasing or no withdrawing effect, because electronegativity difference between carbon and hydrogen is very less than 0.4. So it is negligible. Right, next. As the number of electron withdrawing groups increases, in this case we are taking only one withdrawing group, different groups. Now same groups, more number I will take here, 3 withdrawing groups, 2 withdrawing groups, 1 withdrawing group, no withdrawing group. So more the number of withdrawing groups, more is the bond polarity of this OH bond. More is the bond polarity, more is the tendency to release proton, hence acidic strength is more. So trichloromethanol greater than, dichloromethanol greater than, chloromethanol greater than, methanol. This is order of acidic strength here. Now, same withdrawing group, as the distance of the withdrawing group increases, 1 chloropropanol, 2 chloropropanol, 3 chloropropanol, like that, as the distance of electron withdrawing group from the OH group increases, its withdrawing effect increases. As the withdrawing effect increases, acidic strength decreases. So this is regarding the order of acidic strength of different alcohols. Okay, so this is a second property. Now come to the third one, esterification. So what is esterification? Formation of ester by the reaction of alcohol and carboxylic acid in the presence of concentrated H2SO4. See here, RCOOH, a carboxylic acid, when react with alcohol R-OH in the presence of few drops of concentrated H2SO4 gives RCOOR dash plus H2O. So what will happen here is OH from RCOOH and H from alcohol get eliminated as water. As we discussed right now, the reactions involving the breaking of OH bond. So here OH bond cleavage takes place. So hydrogen from alcohol, OH from carboxylic acid get eliminated as water. Then we can get RCOOR dash, which is known as ester. So carboxylic acids react with alcohols in the presence of few drops of concentrated H2SO4 to form ester. So this reaction is known as esterification, this process. Okay, right. Now here, let us take an example for this. An example, CH3COOH plus C2H5OH in the presence of H2SO4. Then same H, this is elimination of water, and we can get CH3COO C2H5 plus water. What is the name of this compound? This is nothing but ethyl ethanoate or ethyl acetate, common name. Ethyl acetate. So this is ethyl alcohol. This is acetic acid. Okay, right. So acetic acid react with ethyl alcohol in the presence of constant H2SO4 to form ethyl acetate plus water. This process of conversion of alcohol by reacting with acid to form ester is known as esterification. Okay, then see what is the role of this H2SO4 here? It is not involving here in the reaction. So what is the role of this H2SO4 is, in this reaction H2SO4 acts as a catalyst, that is as well as a proton donor as well as dehydrating agent. What the water formed here, so this combines with H2SO4. Otherwise what the ester formed here, this ester undergo hydrolysis. Actually this is a reversible reaction. Forward reaction as well as backward reaction, both are possible. Alcohol react with acid to form ester and water. Again this ester can undergo hydrolysis to give back alcohol and acid. It is a reversible reaction. Now just here I'll show the mechanism for this, a simple mechanism. So this is a brief mechanism. See, RCOOH is there. Okay, then plus R-OH. First here, this oxygen attacks this carbonyl carbon, then this electron pair is gained by oxygen. Then what happens? It becomes RCO minus O R dash and then OH. This is OH to OH R dash plus. This is the compound what is formed here. Now this proton is gained by this oxygen to give RCO minus OH OR, and then this electron pair is displaced here, OH minus get separated, then it gives RCOO R dash. So this is a simple mechanism. Actually this is not complete mechanism. Here I have given the mechanism in 3 steps. Actually the mechanism takes place in 6 steps. So first this H2SO4 donates proton. That proton is accepted here, and then this get eliminated as water, not as OH. See what the product formed here, water, but here never maintained any water molecule here. So this is a simple mechanism, not exact mechanism. This is a brief description. Exactly this mechanism takes place in 6 different steps. So this is formation of ester from alcohol and carboxylic acid. Now let us see some conditions. See what is the order of esterification for different acids. So if you take formic acid, acetic acid plus CH3, CH2, COOH and so on. Out of these acids, which undergo esterification readily? See, formic acid greater than, acetic acid greater than, propanoic acid greater than, and so on. This is the order of esterification. The order of esterification is formic acid greater than, acetic acid greater than, propanoic acid greater than, and so on. Similarly, what is the order of reactivity for alcohols is CH3OH is greater than, CH3 CH2OH is greater than, CH3 CH2 CH2OH and so on. And here also as the number of carbon atoms in the alcohol increases, then rate of esterification decreases. So in both alcohol as well as carboxylic acid, as the number of carbon atoms increases, the rate of esterification decreases. Why? Because as the number of carbon atoms increases, the steric hindrance increases. As the steric hindrance increases, the rate of reactivity decreases. Okay. Suppose the same acid with a different substance, if you take, presence of electron withdrawing groups increases reactivity towards esterification. Why? Because on the acid, if there is a withdrawing group, then electron deficiency at this carbon will be increased. See here, R is there. Here, suppose if a withdrawing group is there, that is assume. If a withdrawing group is present here, then electron deficiency of this carbon increases. As the electron deficiency at this carbon increases, alcohol means the oxygen of alcohol can attack this carbonyl carbon more readily. Means presence of electron withdrawing groups increases reactivity towards esterification. So this is regarding esterification. So carboxylic acid react with alcohol in the presence of few drops of H2SO4 to give ester plus water. This is an example. Acetic acid react with alcohol to give ethyl acetate plus water. This is a approximate mechanism. And what is the order of reactivity for different alcohols is, as the number of carbon atoms increase, the reactivity means the rate of esterification for both alcohols as well as for carboxylic acid decreases. And one more, presence of electron withdrawing groups on carboxyl group increases reactivity towards esterification. Okay, right. So this is regarding esterification reaction. So let us see one more equation in the same. So reaction with acid anhydrides and acid chlorides. This also comes on esterification only. See, for esterification, we may use carboxylic acid or acid anhydride or acid chlorides. Either of these reagents we can use. Now let us see reaction with acid anhydrides. ROH. Sorry, RCO. Let complete structure here. This is acid anhydride. From two acid molecules, if eliminate one water molecule, we can get acid anhydride. So when these acid anhydrides are allowed to react with alcohols, then here this RCOO minus and H plus, this get eliminated as RCOOH, and we can get RCOOR dash. So the product formed is RCOOR dash plus RCOOH. So when acid anhydrides react with alcohols, we can get a ester and the carboxylic acid of the corresponding acid anhydride. Let us take an example here. CH3CO, CH3COO. This is nothing but acetic anhydride. When this acetic anhydride is allowed to react with ethyl alcohol C2H5OH, then here acetic acid molecule gets separates and we can get CH3CO OC2H5 plus CH3COOH. This is the reaction. So what is this? Ethyl acetate. So acetic anhydride react with alcohol to give ethyl acetate. Along with that, acetic acid will be formed. So this reaction is also an example of esterification only. So acid anhydrides react with alcohol to form esters. This is the reactivity with acid anhydrides. Now let us see one more last equation. Reaction with acid chlorides. RCOCl. This is the general formula of acid chloride. Simply from the carboxylic acid, if OH minus is replaced by halide ion, that is called as acid halide. Here we have replaced OH with Cl, so it is called as acid chloride. This is an acid chloride. When these acid chlorides are allowed to react with alcohols, and here this reaction is carried out in the presence of pyridine, a base. Pyridine is a heterocyclic compound with one nitrogen in the benzene ring. Okay, so then this is Cl minus H plus gets separated as HCl, and we can get a RCO OR dash plus HCl. Let us see an example for this. CH3COCl, which is nothing but acetyl chloride. CH3COCl, acetyl chloride. When this acetyl chloride is allowed to react with ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH, in the presence of same pyridine, then here HCl get eliminates. Then we can get CH3COO C2H5 plus HCl. Nothing but ethyl acetate. Ethyl acetate will be formed as the product. Then what is the role of this pyridine? Actually here pyridine is a base. This pyridine base can combine with HCl formed in the reaction. The HCl formed in the reaction is neutralized by reacting with pyridine. Otherwise, in the presence of acids, what the ester formed here, this ester undergo hydrolysis readily to give back the reactants only. So presence of pyridine absorbs the HCl formed in the reaction and neutralizes this HCl. Unless otherwise, this ester formed in the reaction get hydrolyzed in the presence of the acid to give back the reactant. Same backward reaction takes place. And if you observe here the cleavage of OH bond takes place. So these are some examples where the cleavage of OH bond in alcohols takes place. Let us see once what we discussed today. The first one is reaction with metals. When alcohols react with metals, the OH bond cleavage takes place and hydrogen is replaced by metals. This reaction indicates acidic nature of alcohols. In the same way, when aluminum, not only sodium and aluminum, any active metal. So active metals react with alcohols and displaces hydrogen gas. Okay. Next, what is the acidic nature of different alcohols? What is the condition for that? We discussed in the second property. And third one is esterification. Alcohols react with acid in the presence of concentrated HCl4 to form ester. This process is called esterification. As the number of carbons increases, rate of esterification decreases for both alcohols as well as acids. Whereas presence of electron withdrawing groups increases reactivity towards esterification. And fourth one is reaction with acid anhydride and acid chlorides. Similar to acid chloride as well as acid anhydride both react with alcohols and forms the corresponding esters. So this is regarding the reactions involving cleavage of OH bond. First type of chemical properties. Still two more types of properties is there. So in the tomorrow class we will continue that. Okay.